Thanks for joining us on TVC News. We begin with war against illicit drugs as operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency arrested an Ibadan-based businesswoman, Adeomi Dorcas, and an auto parts dealer, Arinze Ora, over attempt to export consignment of opioid to London, United Kingdom and Congo, respectively. Officers at the export shed of the Murtala Muhammed International Airport, Lagos, intercepted a cargo going to the United Kingdom. A thorough search of the consignments revealed 924 bottles of codeine-based syrup weighing 135.70 kg and 5,250 tablets of Rohypnol were hidden in cartons of foodstuffs. In the same vein, NDLEA operatives at the same export shed of the Lagos airport on Wednesday, 11th September, intercepted some cartons of auto spare parts and checkers powder custard going to Congo on Ethiopian Airlines. A diligent search of the cargo led to the discovery of 300 grams of cocaine concealed in the containers of checkers powder custard, packed together with some auto parts. And so our coverage of Borno floored, former Nigeria's Vice President and PDP's 2023 presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar has paid a sympathy visit to Governor Babagana Zulum and the people of the state over the flood that affected over 1 million people and affected in the state. According to him, he is saddened with the news of the flood and is here to commiserate with the government and the people. He announced a donation of 100 million naira to assist the government in providing succor to victims of the floods.
Good people of Borno State, this is a monumental disaster that has not been witnessed before in the history of this state. Therefore, we want to let you know that we are not alone in this sad event, which led to the loss of thousands of lives, and to offer our deepest condolences to the repose of those who have died.
On behalf of the government and good people of Borno State, I want to convey my deep appreciation to you for sympathizing with us over the recent flood disaster that has completely disrupted the socio-economic activities in our state. The disruption has gone beyond that of socio-economic activities, but it has affected
The good people.
Now, residents of Maiduguri, the capital of Borno State, now have access to more areas of the state as water progressively recedes. As reconstruction of damaged bridges continues by government, people now have access to their business and worship places. Most shops and other businesses have started to open, and life is gradually returning to normal. And our new senior reporter, JC Tafida, is standing by to bring us updates on solution at the moment. JC, what updates do you have for us at the moment?
Okay, today is day 6 of our coverage of the Maiduguri flooding. The latest we're getting this morning from NEMA is that a lot of people are now being evacuated from their homes to the camps. Gradually the water is receding and people are now getting access to town. Those that were stuck in their houses since Tuesday are now getting access to come into town. Now there are a lot of displaced people, according to NEMA, that are not not in camps. Probably they are having relatives across the state and they are there. And then for those in IDP camp, according to the zonal coordinator of National Emergency Management Agency, is that over 200,000 people are now in about 29 camps within the state capital, and their immediate needs is food and wash facilities. The state government yesterday went around in the evening to also give food items to those that are still in their homes. And according to the state governor, you continue to do this until the water finally restates in the state capital. And today, a moment ago, the former vice president of Nigeria, Atiku Abubakar, was in the state to commiserate with the people of the state and government over the flood incident. And he donated 100 million naira to assist the government to give succor to the victims of the flooding. One good thing to note is that all UN agencies are also on ground to complement effort of the government in bringing succor to these victims. It is also good to note that in the IDP camps, women and children are the most vulnerable. That is why the state government and the National Emergency Management Agency, together with all UN agencies, are coming together to ensure that these victims are given sense of belonging.
All right, we understand that thousands of persons were affected by this disaster. Talk to us about efforts being carried out by authorities to avert further catastrophe.
Well, it is said that over 1 million people are affected. Even if your house is not affected, maybe you're a businessman and your shop is being affected. Just as we've reported through the week that the Maiduguri Monday market was submerged. And this is where thousands of people having their livelihoods, traders, and the market is submerged. Some shops around post office area were also submerged. Shop owners are counting their losses now that they are having access. Some other shops are now opened, but the problem now is that food prices is going up, and people are concerned, saying we are going into another food crisis in Maiduguri. And then when we're talking about efforts by authorities to look at the houses that are damaged so far, the damage is yet to be ascertained, because there are still areas that are still covered with water. That is why the state government is putting all hands on deck together with the Federal Ministry of Environment to check out how many houses are still good, how many houses are destroyed, so that succor will come to victims of this disaster.
All right, thank you, JC Tafida, senior reporter there, giving us updates on the flood situation in Maiduguri, the capital of. Now to Zamfara State, Governor Dauda Lawal has presented 19 operational vehicles of police to enhance security in the state. The governor says despite the challenges, security agencies are rising to the task of making Zamfara one of the safest. Theophilos Darufai has the details.
Since assuming office in May 2023, security remained top on the agenda of the Lawal's administration in Zamfara State. In search for an end to banditry and kidnappings, Governor Lawal met with service chiefs, National Security Advisor, and other heads of security agencies. Though there are still pockets of attacks and kidnap for ransom in some areas, despite efforts by governments and security agencies to curb the menace. While presenting 19 patrol vehicles to the police to enhance security, Governor Lawal is optimistic that the insecurity bedeviling the state will soon be a thing of the past.
Security has always been the priority of this government. We're distributing these tacomas mainly to the DPOs as a first step. We're making efforts to get more vehicles that will be provided to the police. We will try and maintain these vehicles across all the local governments so that burden will be taken off you.
The Zamfara Commissioner for Security and that of the police says the gesture is a morale booster for troops and will redouble their efforts in keeping peace.
Our Excellency traveled far and wide within the country and outside in order to make sure that this security problem is being solved.
We can see from here that his zeal, courage and determination to stop activities of bandits in Zamfara state need not to be overemphasized. He said it before, he has mentioned it, he reiterated it, and he has shown it expressly manifested in the provision of these vehicles for the police, that he is not going to compromise with bandits. That one is a no-go area. We will continue to fight them until when they are totally defeated.
Governor Lawal also appreciates the sacrifices of troops and assures them of improved welfare packages.
You'll agree with me that we're not doing well for our police officers, despite the fact that they risk their lives to make sure we sleep. They are one of the most neglected security outfits in this country. What I'm doing right now is to come up with some form of reforms that will take care of our police officers.
With the distribution of these patrol vehicles to the police, it is expected that highways and communities in the state will enjoy relative peace. Tiflas Darufai.